This piece here is a short story I wrote many years ago. Actually, while I was taking creative fiction writing at the University of South Alabama. That is my alma mater. I understand that this is going to be broadcast in Atmore, and it is my pleasure because I am a fellow Alabamian myself. I'm from Mobile, Alabama originally. So I like Florida, I like Pensacola, but Alabama will always be my home state and Mobile will always be my home city. Still, it is such an honor, and this is such an honor to have our work appreciated by you. And once again, I cannot emphasize enough how much we appreciate your listening. This is a short story I wrote in fiction writing. Pretty far out story here. I wrote this back in the late 80s, so it may seem a little dated, but it's called Bite-Sized. And then Bite-Sized Morsels. Bite-Sized by Scott W. Mayo. Wind surged pecan tree branches in the pasture as I climbed through the barbed wire fence. I didn't notice the bull until I'd reached the other side. It stood like a mountain against moonlit clouds. Great, I thought. Won't have to find the herd. Larger and stronger than I'd imagined, it held its shoulders in defiance of the mere human approaching. Its eyes glared, and I prepared to dash over the wire in case it charged. Here goes, I thought, and scanned the bull with a tiny flashlight. Its body remained still, like the Admiral Sem statue on the waterfront, but its head jerked at the light. Its gloss brown fur contrasted dirty curved horns. This was a perfect specimen. The old Mississippi farmer wouldn't miss just one. I slowly drew the loaded hypo gun from my belt. Pointing the flashlight at the bull's head, I aimed the gun where I guessed its brain to be. Bingo, I whispered, as the green feathered dart pierced its target. The bull bellowed and dropped to the ground. The solution took 3 minutes for its effect, but shrinkage was rapid, and grass seemed to grow higher and higher as the animal miniaturized. When the process finished, the bull was the size of the dart. Gently, I put the sleeping bull in the inside pocket of my members-only jacket, climbed back through the fence, and raced my old blue Toyota down unpaved road. I laughed after the farmer's porch light flashed in the rearview mirror. The bull still slept as I drove into my garage. I put it in a plastic bucket and went inside the house for a beer. When I returned, the bull was circling the bottom of the bucket. After it gored my fingers, I caught it and placed it into the terrarium with other beasts. The bull was special. First creature captured outside the Audubon Zoo. But it didn't get along with the others. It bolted in a frenzy, and I grabbed it before it could knock down a zebra. Shaking biting tigers off my fingertips, I raised the bull from the tank. Too bad, I muttered, as it wiggled in my grasp. You would have made an excellent specimen. I carried the bull to the backyard and called my Rottweiler, whom I'd never bothered to miniaturize. Rex galloped up, his tongue hanging, his tail wagging, almost knocked me over with his clumsy paws. "I've got a present for you, boy." The dog tore the bowl from my hand before I could offer it and chomped quite eagerly until its horns rolled off his tongue. Then he looked at me, panting. "Yeah, I know there are more critters in the garage, but you can't have those," I said. "Besides, you probably wouldn't like them as much as that bull." Rex has always loved rare steak.